we doing, Michael? Do you know what we're doing, Michael?
Factorio?
Sure. But what specific kind of Factorio?
The normal?
Okay.
Well, I think
Multiplayer,
last time. I don't think you want to do
host
that
new
again.
game. I guess we'll go with a default world. Right?
No, rich.
Rich
Yeah,
resources?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay. We will see.
We will see the sun setting.
We will see if it lets you join.
Is there a password?
I think it's the same one as last time.
Okay. Which was?
It's the. It's the.
Okay, your voice is working this time.
It's. It's that.
Oh.
I think. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, there's no password.
Oh, okay. That works.
Okay. Yeah, your voice is working this time.
No, that's not okay. That's not okay.
Oops.
Why are you red? How could you?
There we go. Well, I did this. I thought that was the command.
Oh. /blue.
Let's see, what world is this? Ooh, it's a pretty good world. Everything's on the right.
Except it looks like we're. We could run out of this stuff very fast. But it should be fine for now. Maybe.
Iron copper seems good. In my playthrough, I have like 15 million. I still have 15 million. Oh, cool is right beside the water. Nice.
Yep.
Power easy.
Yep. Right next to where we need to send it for Steam.
See, when I play my single players, they're different than this because I play when the bugs are really far away, so I don't have to deal with bugs sometimes. That's why you're the bug master, killing the turrets all.
I don't know if I'd describe myself as a bug master.
I'm gonna stop there.
That is a good idea. And I shall bring some coal.
Is there actually a limit, or is it? My question.
What?
The world.
Um,
I don't really fall. I don't go away from my spawn point.
I actually don't know.
Good question. Just the edge are all water, so you can't work further up.
Except you can eventually fill in water, so.
Alright, you can actually put water in?
Yeah, that's one of those things we were making for that failed stream, the landfills.
Well, I thought landfills were what you put on water so to get rid of it.
It is.
Oh, I thought you said you could make water.
No. I don't know if you can create water. There might be a shovel. Probably not.
It's future updates.
Speaking of, I kinda need to have that ready. Except we can't use the labs until we get power, so we're still a ways away.
Try to get once I get enough stone. I kind of got used to the new GUI, but I kind of miss the old one.
I don't really like that it doesn't automatically put stuff in it.
That's one thing I
You
don't
have to drag it out yourself.
That's one thing I don't like. But it's good because it you can hold like it takes everything, so you can have 1,000 so you don't have to keep going back to your inventory.
But
Okay, everything's top.
um,
I made a board.
if I get some more iron, I should be able to
Oh wait, you
get
don't
the
need
coal
it.
stuff. Hmm?
Oh, I thought you could get copper. I guess that you don't have to. It's just
Yeah, you need the copper to make the electric poles, I believe.
Oh, you probably. Oh, you need it for the That's what it is.
There we go. Right, the coal is now powering itself.
Four maybe.
That should work.
130.9. That's it.
Right. I wonder.
You wonder.
Except we don't have it yet. Where is it?
Is what?
There it is. The underground belts. I'm wondering if you can, like, go over the edge of the cliff with it.
Yeah, that's possible.
Because having it go straight that way would maybe work better. I don't know.
Yeah. Or release. I think it would use less belts. We're so close.
Um. Oh, you don't have a pipe going to it. I see.
I just don't. I only have enough. Where's my iron?
Um. I need iron.
I
Many
have
irons.
iron is. We need irons.
There. Now that is producing steam. But it's not actually sending it anywhere.
What do you mean?
So
Yes,
that's
it is.
not great.
It is.
Well, you just put that there, so.
We have power.
Um.
Going nowhere. Don't
Yep.
worry. I don't think it doesn't waste the power or waste
Yeah,
the coal.
because.
Stops.
Yeah.
But guess what? We're making pollution. Bugs are gonna come after us.
Indeed, we are.
Oh,
Haha.
you stole my iron.
Um.
So you're gonna work on trying to get the coal to the fuel source?
Um. Actually, I think. I think we need to get the lab set up.
But to do that, we should work on the iron situation.
Which we need.
Well, how much iron do you need?
10.
There you go. That's more than 10, but... I guess we could make the furnaces go left and right, and then up
Boom.
here we can do all the automation of the thing.
I don't have any wood.
I have wood.
That's very efficient. Just dropping it everywhere. But I don't think you can directly give it to me, so...
You don't like that pattern of wood? Well, there's no chest. We haven't made a chest, so... That costs wood. I would have enough wood to make a chest.
Actually, don't do that. Do that. Because we don't have any stuff for it to actually do.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna break this down and put it on the stone. Need some coal.
Yeah, there's a lot of coal in there. Not in there, in the boiler. There's
Oh, the
just
boiler.
40 of it sitting in there.
Ah. I'm just gonna take half.
Let's see, where's... Oh, this went down.
So how should we set up the furnaces?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know which is the most effective, efficient. Probably left and right, and then up here do all the automation for one. Since they're close together. Maybe not. But I have some furnaces.
Well then, you just figure out a design.
Time to make an E.
That doesn't look like an E, but okay.
I don't remember the E.
I don't either. I can't just go grab it. Might be... I think it was...
See, here's the designs I created. Efficient or not, or now, or nothing. I don't know if the E is efficient either. I think it was pretty good though. Because what the E did, it made like several pockets so the iron had to go.
This is not it.
That is not an E. I think it was like this. I know how to make it.
I can see it in
No
my
way.
head.
No, I forgot how to make it. No way. I need more belts to actually do it though. No. It's like, no, I don't remember. I don't think there was well, maybe there was a space.
I don't think there was. Which would mean it was more compact than that.
I know it had like 4. 5, 4.
Alright. So, boom, boom.
I think I only had one spot to put the.
Hold on.
It was something like that. Was
I wonder if I could somehow open up a second Factorio and go on to the world that had it.
wasn't it like that? This.
Maybe.
I think that was it.
Let's see. There it is. All right. Opening up a second copy of Factorio to see if I can get the exact design.
Time to crash the stream.
No. It's just gonna crash my computer.
Which will crash and my game while I'm here too.
Well, it'll just kick you out. It's not opening the second copy for some reason.
I don't know if we continue like on the other world if we did the E. I think we just did a line.
Alright,
Because I think I said it was more efficient.
I'm gonna save this. Fun Stream. That's the world's name. I'm gonna go look at the E.
Okay. Well, can't you just get a blueprint?
Yeah. It'll let me copy it, and then I can stick it in the new one.
I don't remember the password now.
Good. Was it this one?
It was everyone.
Yeah, that's it. So,
Big boy day. Hey, it's one again?
how do I copy this blueprint? Right mouse. Where is it? How do I get it out?
Watch it be the E with all of like the high level electric poles.
No. Should be fine. I just can't get it out.
Just make a
Export to main
blueprint.
inventory. Uh-oh.
Or just take a picture of it.
Seems to be bugs attacking this world.
That's why it won't let you.
Export to blueprint library. Oops. Stop. I don't want this.
Yes, you do.
Blueprint. No.
Yes.
Gosh.
Oh,
Alright.
yeah.
Factorio export blueprint, please. How do I do it?
You can't.
Bottom of your inventory window. Stop killing me.
No.
Of the what? I don't want it in. Grr.
I don't think you were able to transfer it from world. Take a snapshot of it. have two monitors.
Right click your blueprint and the button. Right click your blueprint and the button will be in the top right next to the green checkmark button.
Yeah, what's so hard about that?
That it's not there. There we go.
Oh, you haven't shown me.
I figured it out. Quit.
Prints?
Play. Multiplayer. Fun stream. It's back up. So, if I go...
Password A S S S. Nope. ASSES. Definitely the password. Oh, I was wrong.
Slightly.
I was so close.
Looking at it, I do not know why we called it an E.
I think you changed it to that.
I don't think we have the long-handed inserters right now.
No, we have to.
That comes with automation,
Let's
which
put it
is
over
one of the first
here.
technologies. There you go. Have a copy of it.
Thanks.
Unless that didn't
I don't
work.
want to see this right. I got it.
Is it actually called E?
No.
Because it didn't look like it was correct on the ground.
Yeah, E.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. If we do something like... Well, maybe we should make the reduction below it. Because if you look at the print, it looks like iron comes from the bottom and coal comes from the top. And so we probably want to put it near the coal. Because if we have it flipped, we have to make the coal to go downwards.
Well, the coal is already going to be going to where the boiler is. So we could just have it come down to here from there. So maybe about here, where I am, would be a good spot.
There. I'll just do a line. Like that. Maybe.
Sure. Then the ore will come in from that way. And the coal will be coming in like that.
But then the copper is so far away.
I don't know.
Let's just do it on the bottom then. We're just gonna have a long track of coal going downwards.
Apparently. Where'd the blueprint?
Oh, I was gonna move it. Are you having that glitch?
Which
If you
glitch?
zoom out, you can't see the line from the
Which line?
this one.
There's a line? The
If
power
you zoom
line?
in, yeah, you can barely see the power lines if you zoom out.
I mean, I can still see it.
Well, if I zoom in, I can't.
Yeah, I can see it the whole time.
Oh,
The only
wow.
part it gets weird is like the middles of the ones that are sideways.
Oh yeah, I
Like
can
these
see that
ones.
either. That one's okay. It's the first one. This one. Well, actually, we can just have it here, and then go out this way for the iron, and go the other way for the copper. Like this is the end for the iron, and this is the start for the copper.
So, like, it gets taken out and sent that way.
Yeah, so they're really close together for production. And so, like, this would be the next. That would be another iron, and that would be another copper. We can adjust how far away from it.
Actually, if we're sending iron that way,
Yeah, we need
it
to
would
go this
have
way.
to be like that.
We gotta adjust it. Okay. We only need probably one E for now. And one copper.
Right. There we go.
This mic. Bessie. We called Bessie.
The shadow looks like an E.
Oh yeah, it does.
Right. Don't really need that to be happening.
1, 2. We'll just have to automatically place coal for now. Boom, boom. Oh, let me connect the power. Weird, your blueprint doesn't even have the inserters up here. Or up here.
That is weird.
Oh no, it's not gonna be the right E then. I guess like that.
Yeah. I think we could even put the burner inserters there, because there's going to be coal on that line.
Oh, you're right.
So we don't have to use power. Which could make our 5 coal that's left in the boiler last a little longer. There we go.
Ooh.
Now it's back up to 50.
I don't know. I think they're too slow.
Oh, yep.
They're too slow.
That is a problem.
I mean, we just have to do a long strip that way. Pull it out.
This doesn't seem to be as efficient as I remember it being.
What isn't?
There we go.
Yeah, I didn't know how to put them.
That seems to be working better.
Okay. Now I just need iron.
Time to overflow the system.
So you could just put it in the chest. I mean, you could just put it in the furnace.
Nah. Overflowing systems is the best.
Should the power lines be like that? That's gonna be a lot of power lines.
I mean, you could reduce it down to 2,
I did see that.
like
We
that.
need bigger ones, better ones.
Actually,
You know how to make the system even better. We're gonna remodel the E.
if you do that, that, and that just uses 3.
No, that's way better.
I guess when we were originally using them, we didn't have extra spaces between them for some reason.
Yeah, we probably put them a lot closer together. Which I don't think we did, but...
Alright, so...
It's
new
just missing
blueprint.
gold.
This needs to become the new E. Oops.
Oh, you're working on logistics.
Yeah, to get the... the underground transport belts. So that we can get the coal here easier. Right. There we go. The new E.
Uh-oh. Go in.
F.
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 Press
Why are you
F.
effing?
Because, I like Fing.
Um,
Don't you like to F?
Sure, Michael.
For now, I'm gonna have it go into a chest. Ah, I have 100 iron. Good.
Boom. Wait.
What?
Nothing. I fixed it.
Fixed. Probably.
Seem to have too much iron.
It's back because we didn't have any fuel in this. I just finally fuel in. So it still has to catch up.
Is that it?
Well, it's enough to not make the Eve totally filled up. There's still some air spots in the.
So...
Oh, can I have the updated blueprint? Oh, look.
let me just...
Oh, wait, I think it updated. Yeah,
What?
it's already up. No?
No,
No, it didn't.
it shouldn't be. And... Ooh. copy.
Cute.
I'm very confused how this works. Because if I drop this, then I won't have it.
How did you give it to me before?
Well, it was saved in my inventory for some reason. E2. Oh, wait. No.
Mastermind figured it out. Or not.
There we go. Now I figured it out. There you go. I think I dropped 2 of them.
You did. I'm gonna put the other one in the chest. I started the automation path.
Cool. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Why is the coal thing putting stuff in a chest?
Because it wasn't doing anything before. So we were wasting resources. I needed coal and there was no coal. Oh look, the iron's now fixed. Need more iron now.
I hope you were right.
Right about what?
Oh, wait. You were. I think.
Oh, that? I told you.
Let me make sure.
It does work.
Or
You
does
have to. You need another one. Yeah.
Alright. Cool.
I tested.
Did you?
In my world.
Right, so that actually also gave us the splitter. Splitter. Guess we could put the splitter there. I see. It is my lack of stone that is making this difficult.
I have a chest over here that has stone. 3 stacks.
Okay.
Let's.
Grab some iron.
Pollution spreading.
That's good.
We're doomed. When it's all a panel.
Actually.
automation is done. I'm just gonna have that for that. And
Getting the coal down there is
gonna be fun.
already appears to be harder than I initially thought.
Well, usually you have to do that big. You would have to do this for just the steam engine, but now we have to do it with that. I'll just put splitter right here. You might have to use electrical ones. Because then electrical doesn't require coal, so it would be easier.
I don't know. Why'd you move that back?
Even.
Does it need to be? Right. Almost.
Oh, I made some underground pipes.
Do you have another? No.
Oh yeah, I do.
Right.
So we're gonna need this long strip for the others, and
Yeah.
I guess we just get rid of the space when it gets to here.
Alright.
Didn't go all.
That has everything sorted. Now we just need to add more stuff up there if needed. Which probably is
very
needed.
slow. Well, actually, it's probably too slow. All of them are working. Another one. Oh, it's going faster because this is full.
Well, that is the second split that it does, so... Oh yeah, now it's getting a little full down there. If only the iron would go faster.
We just need more E's.
We do have another E to set up.
I have another red thing. Uh-oh. Oh, that's just the iron. Okay.
What's an uh-oh? What happened? Anything? Did anything happen?
Now we're gonna power these two. Or these three.
Same way we powered the other ones? Like that?
Oh, that hit all of them. I didn't see that. I thought I only powered two of them.
Copper. Copper, copper, copper. Copper isn't going into a chest like the iron.
I'll fix that. When I get some iron.
2, 3, 4, 1, 2.
Possible. Unless you do this. Two.
What are you doing?
Even, but that's not worth it.
It's not even.
2, 2? Oh, it's not. We can't make it even.
Yes, you can. If you do that to that. I'm missing one. How am I missing one?
Because I have the other one.
See? Even.
Oh, I had it too. I just had it wrong.
Yeah, you had one of the things starting before the power line.
We need the blue and sugar.
The fast one?
Yeah.
No fast ones for you. Alright, so
Especially when we get this running.
looks like 1E.
It's 2,
Handles 2.
maybe 3. That's
I'll add a third one and we'll see what happens.
How do we even get the blue and sugars? Oh, there we are. We need this.
Right, some are getting past now.
That's good. So I think it's 2 per E. And if we replace those with fast ones, then it might even be 3 per E.
We'd also have to have faster furnaces though,
Oh yeah.
because these furnaces seem to be keeping up with how much they're getting.
Oh, true. Yeah. Yeah, they're just having a little bit. Okay, so I guess we can start automation.
Could we? I don't know if we can. Sounds a bit crazy.
I'm a crazy man. Why is the copper not handling, but the iron is?
What's wrong with the copper?
They're the exact same, but the copper is like hacked. What's the difference? It's like the copper is faster. Oh. Maybe it's just, I just had a big stat pack. It'll slowly come down. Maybe. Oh.
It might be because it was backed up for so long.
Yeah. Yeah, it's slowly getting down. Okay. Maybe this. That there. And yeah, it's the pipes I can't hit now. That's not a problem though. That's a feature.
It's definitely
Come use our automation. Our pipes are slow that you'll get stockpiled.
right. Looks like our coal is finally backed up.
Nice. I need to make this even.
Which means we might be able to handle adding another boiler. Which would double our power. So I think I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Oh. I don't like that.
There we go. Power is doubled.
What happens? Oh, I guess.
What you making?
I don't know how to do the power lines. I had it like
Very
this,
messy.
but they're so close together.
You do them very messy.
I know, I want to fix that. Well, that was the idea. That's what I wanted to do. It's this one that's messing it up.
What's wrong with this one?
It's too close.
Too close to...
Oh, I don't want to do this yet. That's fine. We just need to get better pipes. So you upgraded our power
Yep.
to 600 kilowatts. I don't know
Ish.
what that transforms into, but okay. Oh,
Well, I think it might actually be only.
we didn't
Yeah.
need copper wires. Why did we make copper? Why did I make?
Looks like each of them can put out 900 kilowatts themselves.
900.
So we're only using about 300 from each of them. So we could still add a lot more and be okay for now.
Okay. So we're gonna do the same thing. Nope. Oh. Oh, we can't. Oh, there we go. We just do the same
Uh-oh.
thing over here. Uh-oh,
It's
what?
been an hour. It's been an hour, Michael.
Is that bad?
I think so. Because that's how long I stream for.
Oh.
So we might have to stop.
Oh. Oh.
And we're not finished with whatever is happening.
I'm almost done. Let's finish.
Okay.
Let's finish it. Let's automate the reds.
What else do we need for those?
We have everything. It's just these gears and the iron and the copper. I mean,
Why are you making these?
I just said, I'm like, wait, why did I make these? We'll need them for future, I think. I am future
Yeah,
for the future.
I think you need them for the electronic circuits,
Yeah,
which
they're
are for the green ones.
ones. But we can make the red ones with just this. I don't know how to connect it to them though. I guess like this. Bum bum
Bum bum.
bum bum ba dum ba dum. There.
And that puts them on the same track, which is nice.
And now we're automatically making reds.
And then sticking them in.
That's a bad idea, but I guess because we only have reds, I guess it'll work. Nope. I guess you can end it now.
And what? The stream.
At least we did some progress, because we spent 30 minutes trying to get...
Now that is an epic science lab circle. Right?
Enough for two.
I don't have enough iron.
I can finish it. I'm missing one. Ta-da!
Amazing. It's definitely not off center from the assembling machines.
Oh, it is. You made it off center. I gotta fix it now.
Do you? I think that just.
I don't have to fix it, just it makes you mad, maybe. Here.
But the. How are the things supposed to insert?
What do you mean? How is that gonna answer?
Oh,
Oh, you're gonna do it
like that. The most complicated science circle ever.
It's the best. What do you mean it's the best?
No!
You do 3 at a time.
No! I'm 2 away.
It has a tip at the end.
Uh,
Now we're 1 away.
keeping it like that. That's gonna be the way it's gonna be kept forever and ever and ever.
I'm gonna fix it next time.
Yep. Next time.